absolute rich auntie with a slice of thick madam, cash madam, except I'm really broke. Welcome guys to another episode of Totally Random. How's everybody doing? Vibely. I hope it's your girl A. But you can call me Cash Madam for this episode. I don't have money to transfer, so you don't leave me any comments below. Anyways, how's everybody doing? It is the second episode of Lessons from the Men I've Loved. Shout out to you guys for all the love and support. On the first episode, the comments, you guys are amazing balls. So, the next age bracket is 19 to 21. Now, this one, what's the word I'm looking for? I will tag this stage the becoming stage. It's a stage where you're just 300 level. You can drop small voice for your parents. You can eventually tell them, you're not coming home for the holidays. You can tell one or two lies about wanting to stay in school. You're also attracting now men outside your university. So it's the becoming stage. You're becoming who you're supposed to be. You finally left the cusp of teenage years. You're just one leg into adulthood, literally one baby toe into adulthood. So it's the becoming stage. Now the first lesson of this stage is you don't know shit. Do you hear me? You don't know jack shit. Bruh, you're clueless. You are deaf, dumb, blind. You don't know anything. Whatever you think you know, it is nothing compared to what's happening in the real world. Like I said, you are on the cusp of so much. Yes, they've said you breakfast once. My dear, there's many more breakfasts to come. Let me just first of all tell you that one. You don't know as much as you know. And that period, you feel like, untouchable, invincible. And mommy, I'm no longer a teenager. I'm past the age of 18. First of all, Nigeria's legal age is 21, 19. So whatever you think you're watching an American film. Man, I'm 18, I can go out of the house now. You are not moving out of anywhere. You are going back to your father's house. You don't know as much as you think you do. And the problem with this stage is a lot of assumption goes on. A lot of, I know what to do. This situation, I can handle it. Now smalls, now beans. My dear, it is not smalls. It is literally beans. It's going to take hours and hours to cook on the fire. Even if you use a pressure cooker, you do not know as much as you know. That is the first lesson of this time. So, as much as you think you know, this age bracket is where you should be the most open to learning. Be most open to those that were before you. Be most open to accepting that, okay, if I had known, I'd have done it this way. And it's also, I feel, the stage where majority of the mistakes in our love lives are made, because you are at this stage, coming from the breakup or breakfast that they served you, you are either over trusting now or you don't trust at all. So I think it's, like I said, the becoming stage is either make or break you stage. The way you handle relationships in this age bracket is a huge determinant to who you become. So first lesson, you don't know shit, okay? You are clueless. You are as clueless as a newborn baby. Second lesson, be super duper careful of groomers. Now, who's a groomer? A groomer is a much older, and this is usually, I don't even know if they are female groomers, but I'm sure they are all these older women that sleep with younger boys. These ladies that live in Banana, that when they see the boy jogging with sleeveless shirts, working going in bridge, I'm a sugar moms. But essentially, a groomer may not be a sugar daddy. Don't get the two twisted. Sugar daddy is somebody that doesn't know to be your father. A groomer is a much older guy who feels like he likes younger girls. Now, not in a pedophilic way. Nobody's going to quote me and say, no, I said nonsense. But, much older guys who maybe, because they don't want too much drama, they don't want too much stress, or they don't want to be held accountable. So because they don't want drama, they don't want, the responsibility of dating somebody their own age, because these older women, they know themselves, they know how to hold these men accountable. They would prefer to date a much younger girl who's easily manipulated, she's easily impressed. They just have to do the smallest things for her. She's like, take me home and marry me. And I can't say I didn't experience a couple of groomers. But it didn't really start out as grooming. It really honestly started out as friendship, and things just grew from there. And I was 19 at the time, so I was over 18. But the danger with this is you're getting manipulated and doing things you wouldn't normally do without even realizing it. And like I said, you're at that becoming stage. You are starting out. So first off, you're so wowed by the fact that, I'm 19, this guy is 28 and he likes me. I must be doing something right. Meaning everything that guy tells you to do, you automatically do it. You're 19, but you somewhat now take up the role of a 24, 25-year-old because you feel like, oh yes, this is what this guy likes, this is what he's used to. If that's what he's used to, why ain't he dating it? Because a 25-year-old woman is gonna be able to have the balls and the chest to say, where were you last night? You're 19. If he tells you he's in Lagos last night, you better believe he's Lagos, because you can't really question him, because he's over or almost a decade older than you. So beware of groomers, I would say, would be my second lesson within this period, because a lot of us now, you're 19, chest is no longer flat, behind is no longer flat. Some people have, their growth hormones have gone through the roof. A lot of times, let me just give you guys tips. The 19-year-olds outside now, the ones in Zoya and Envy, these children, these kids. First of all, I need to ask, the string you put together and call cloth, what's up? I know I'm not that old, but some of them like this, a small breeze should blow like this, they are naked. 3 string like this, just one across like this and one to top. Bruh, when we were 19, it was miniskirt at best too. But you know what? Evolution. I mean, everybody's evolving. If I say everybody's evolution, everybody's evolving. But at 19, then you were starting to look like a woman. Your hormones as well were changing. Your body started wanting certain, touch me here, touch me there, touch me now, touch me there, all those things. So be careful of the much. I'm not saying again. I've enjoyed a lot of relationships with a huge age difference. And thankfully, I don't regret any of them. I wasn't taken advantage of or, manipulated to a degree that I cannot recover from. I'm not saying there was no manipulation, but thankfully I was able to recover from that. Not a lot of people are going to be opportune to be wired the way I'm wired. So as best you can, nobody's saying don't flirt, or it's even possible you meet a guy who's 7, 8, 10 years older than you and you guys start up something and it goes somewhere, but majority of the time, look for signs, look for red signs. Do you feel like it's manipulating you? Do you feel like you yourself, you're overcompensating because you feel lesser, because you know in your heart of hearts that on a regular day, this sort of guy would not come to you for a relationship? So that's lesson number 2. And finally, lesson number 3. 19 to 21 is when I would say you should start to build concrete friendships. You're just coming out of uni. Let me tell you another thing. If you're in university watching this, I bet you chances are your bestie in uni now, it's not going to make it to you for the next 5 years. It's not going to make it with you for the next 5 years, because you're going to go into the world. Like I said, you're just on the cusp of becoming. So much is going to change. Your schedules are going to change. God help you, you're lucky enough by some stroke of chance to serve in the same place. Okay, maybe serve at the same time, alright. But what happens when she goes to Abuja? The best you guys do is be doing bestie all over social media. Ticket money is cost. Except you have a sugar daddy or you're a rich kid, ticket money is cost. So before you guys try and plan a trip, somebody's schedule is doing this, and before you know it, you're going to drift apart. And that is absolutely normal. Take it from me. I had a best friend for 5 years in uni. Okay, don't think I repeated. 5 years plus NYSC. Please and take care. My university was 4 years. God bless. I had a best friend that whole period, and we came out of uni and we just drifted. But now my best friend, my actual original best friend is back. The one that's been my best friend since I was 7. Anyway, long story short, the lesson I would say would be right now, try and build concrete enough female friendships, like bestie or not, start to build your tribe. Now I'm not just talking girls you can party with or gossip with. start to look out for the ones that have entrepreneurial skills. Start to look out for older female friends who have been in the game a lot longer than you and can properly advise you, because like I said, you are just now one so you don't carry enter. You know, go for person up let me tell you be. Wow, I said I was going to be British this episode, but guys, I'm passionate about what I'm talking about. So sorry if you don't understand British English, though. Okay. Older female friends, women who have been your age and are not your age anymore, so they know things that you're going through, they can advise you properly. So 3 lessons for people between 19 and 21. 1, make friendships with people outside of your age bracket. Solid female friendships. I'm talking now because I'm a female, obviously. Guys mature differently, I can't really speak for them. So solid female friendships with older women who, now when I say older, I'm not saying I'm be your mommy's bestie's mates, but you know, people who are between 25, 28, around that time, people you should start to have certain types of conversations with, especially if maybe you don't have any sisters or you don't have any older female cousins that you're close to. Seek advice, but also in seeking that advice, it's not everything they tell you. You need to have common sense. You're 19, 20, 21. You have sense. It's not every tree they tell you to go and pluck from and eat from. Second lesson is beware of men who are grooming you. These older guys, and they're picking you up from uni, they're spoiling you, taking you on 1 or 2 trips. They're essentially building you into what they want. At the end of the day, chances are they're not going to marry. They're going to find a woman who's closer to their age when they're ready to settle down, because they need a partner in everything, a partner in earning, a partner in child raising capacity. You are just there, they're chopping your hair and living their best lives, but you're not going to get married to them. So except that's really the life you want for yourself, I would say be very, very aware of groomers. And finally, you do not know jack shit, okay? Your ITK, oh yes, you want to chill with the big boy, boy, you will run kitty and run kata kata, you will drink water and everything to drop top. Do you hear me? You don't know as much as you know. You know stuff because obviously you've been through at this point maybe 2-3 years of uni. They're giving you small slides of breakfast. My dad, let me tell you, the breakfast that is coming in front, you know that tray that they used to push on water when you are in all these movies? That's the breakfast tray that they're bringing for you. So don't stress yourself. You don't know as much as you think you do. But as I always say at the end of these shows, these episodes, be in that moment. You're 19, you're young, you want to live your best life. Do it, have fun, go out, party, enjoy yourself, make friends, talk to a stranger. Don't do drugs. Don't do excessive alcohol. You're above 18. I feel like you can have a sip of this and that here and there. But have fun, live in the moment. Don't worry too much about, oh my gosh, hey, what am I going to do? Hey, NYC. Oh, I'm going to move out of my parents' house. My dear, first of all, if I could still live in my parents' house, I promise I will still be living there. Trust me. But yeah, live in the moment, enjoy yourself, be okay with where you're at. I mean, I'm not saying don't be worried about your future, but don't stress about it, because trust me, it will come sooner than you think, and you will become a full-blown adult and your life will essentially not feel like your own anymore. So now when you have the control over it, have fun, make friends, you know, build as many connections as you can within whatever field it is that you enjoy or you're going into, and just hope for the best but expect the worst. There you have it, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As usual, leave me a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think? Are you in this age bracket? Are you experiencing any of these things I'm talking about? I'll see you in the next episode. Hasta la vista.